when you're ready, Clint, number 3 in the 7 C's of sales is cast. We're going to cast that net. Good morning and welcome to In the Car with Clint. Today I am going to talk to you about the 3rd C in the 7 C's of sales, being cast or communicate. So by now you have identified your customer, number 1. You have created your offer, number 2. Number 3, you are casting your net. Now, I want to talk about the 7th C of sales now because it plays in along the whole way. And I'm kind of creating this on the fly. So it'll zigzag a bit. That's my personality. It'll probably get better over time. But the 7th C is calculate. Now, the reason it's the 7th C is because it layers into everything. So it layers into the customer, it layers into the create the offer, it layers into the cast or communicate. So you're always calculating, right? Everything has to come down to numbers and data. How many customers are in a certain area that might be sent this offer? What's your return on investment for certain marketing channels and all that kind of thing. So I'm going to try and explain it as best as I can in each area. So the one that we're going to talk about right now is cast or communicate. So cast that net. There is no point going to the trouble of working out who your customer is and then creating an offer. Where's that sun coming from? Who your customer is, creating the offer, and then not telling anyone about it. Right? So the communicate side of it, or the cast, we'll firm that up, maybe communicate. Let's go with communicate. See? On the fly, just like that. So the idea is that we want to be able to communicate the offer with the right people at the right time on the right platform. Now, we've had situations in the past where I've had a sale for WaterPro and we've reduced the sell price on a certain product for the trade. Now, there's a gap between trade and retail that good trade businesses maintain to ensure that their trade clients are protected and that the retail client has a higher price, so that the trade client, who are your loyal, recurring, supportive customers, have a gap there for themselves to make a profit. Now, I'll just talk about it because we're here. That's important for the trades to make a profit, right? Because one example is that if there's a warranty situation around a product, and this isn't part of the 7 C's, but just bear with me. If there's a warranty on a product, say someone buys an irrigation controller and it doesn't work, the time that tradesperson takes to go out there and replace the controller, bring it back and put it back on the wall isn't covered, right? So my belief is that the reason why tradespeople charge a certain dollar per hour, which is more than what you might earn at your job, and why they make a margin on their goods is A, they're a business and they can do whatever they want, but B, they need to be able to cover the time of that warranty, because I guarantee you, if you had an issue with a controller and you said, yep, warranty, all good, come out and switch it out, oh yeah, but I'm going to charge you to do it, which is completely within their legal rights, you'd be upset. So anyway, we need to make sure that we're communicating the offer to the right people at the right time on the right platforms. And for us with the trade offer, it's quite hard because we can't just scattergun the offer. We have to be very specific. Now, for us, email works really well. So we send an email out to everyone that's in our database that's a trade client. We can identify that in our software. We also post it in our private Facebook group, which is only for the trade, so only the trade see it. And then we'll give hard copies to our delivery drivers to hand out face-to-face with the tradespeople. And then we also have a business development manager who's on the road that's going out there and handing these offers out. There's no point reducing your price and having this beautiful offer created and not showing anyone, right? Yeah, you got all your makeup on and you're staying home. It's just silly. So you need to get it in front of people's eyes and you need to make sure that they see it. So just emailing it for us is not enough. I want my staff, and they don't have the time to do this, but as best as they can, asking the clients every time, hey, have you seen our trade specials? Have you seen the sale we've got on at the moment? Did you know this is on special? And be asking and asking and asking, because you're going to take a margin cut on something to promote it. You might as well sell more of them for a few reasons. One, you might have had to buy more to get the price down. And two, you're trying to make the same dollar profit that you would have if you sold one by selling three. The other thing is the trade clients are now buying something for $100 that maybe was $150 that they're charging their client $200 for. So you're actually helping them make more money. If it's an offer that is to the everybody, to the general public, like say our Lawn Hub, right? We have Facebook ads or Google ads or whatever. You need to work out what platform you're going to cast that offer on. So you can advertise on a bunch of different platforms: radio, television, Facebook, Google, TikTok, Pinterest, I think. Like, it really comes down to finding out where you want to cast your net and keeping in mind that like the cost of casting the net needs to come into play. So that's where the calculate comes in. So we've got the 6 C's here and the 7th C kind of coming in from the side. There'll be a graphic at some point. And so you're calculating it. So there's no point going and running a television commercial and spending $15,000 on an ad that no one's watching because they're on their phones while the ads are playing. And 2, it's the wrong audience, or 3, it's the wrong channel, or 4, it's the wrong time of year, and you've spent all this money and you don't get anything in return, right? So you need to calculate those costs. And the good thing about channels like Facebook and Google is you can actually get a proper return on investment calculation or a cost of acquisition for every sale. So a very basic example would be if we sell $100 worth of fertilizer for Lawn Hub, the cost to sell that fertilizer will be between 5 and 10 times ROI. So for every $10 we spend, we'll sell $50 to $100. So you need to understand that. So you're calculating the cost of casting the net to capture. Not a rapper. So that's the deal. Cast the net. You need to make sure that the offer gets in front of the right amount of people at the right times, etc., etc. And that is number 3 of the 7 C's of sales, sprinkled in with a bit of 7. Hope that's helped. Stay tuned, because tomorrow, number 4 is going to be capturing the sales. Thanks for tuning into In the Car with Clint today. Sorry, they're a bit longer at the moment. It's important. If you don't want to watch it, then that's fine. Just give it a like anyway. You probably wouldn't have seen this bit. Anyway, now I'm just talking it over. See you tomorrow.